Inravio.com.
Hello and welcome to another live episode of The Weekly Show. So we had Valentine's Day last week.
Yes, we did.
And did you have a very nice Valentine's Day?
Yes, I did. It was a very nice Valentine's Day. It was cool.
We worked. So it was, no, actually we had a very nice dinner the night before. And I was actually talking to someone just this week. And she said, well, how was your Valentine's, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I said to her, well, it was nice as we went out to dinner the night before. And she goes, well, a lot of people do that. A lot of people go out the night before to kind of beat the rush for the actual Valentine's. So she goes, was it really busy? I'm like, well, actually, yeah, it was kind of busy. I mean, it was Saturday, but still, it was kind of busy. So I thought, I wonder if to counteract all the Valentine's rush, instead of going the night before, would you actually go on the actual day now?
Probably. I mean, but really weren't a lot of people in that restaurant. It's just that they weren't turning the tables over quick enough, really.
No, they weren't.
It seemed like, but yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. So, really, I mean, in the world we live in, who else is going to wait around for an hour for a table? Pretty much everybody.
Yes.
So,
well, that's the way it is now. Can't go to a restaurant and not wait.
I don't know.
Unless you go, for the early bird special.
I still don't get that. Why are you waiting around for an hour for a table? It's ridiculous.
But yet we did it.
Yes, we did. Because I wanted to make it a perfect Valentine's Day.
Aww.
And how was it?
It was
did
very
you
nice.
enjoy it? Then it worked. Okay?
All right. Well, now it's over.
Okay. All right.
It's over. That means everybody can take down all their pink and red hearts and get ready for the next holiday.
Until next Valentine's Day when you'll piss and moan and complain about it. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Well, but before we turn the world green, there's another American tradition coming up. You know what it is?
Well, yeah, green.
No, before we turn the world green.
Let's see. I'm gonna say Volkswagen Day.
Well, you're close. You're actually very close. It has to do with cars.
Okay. International Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Day.
No, it's the Daytona 500,
Oh.
of course, naturally.
Well, the Daytona 500. We'll see now. You had to
That's an
say-
American tradition.
You should have said it's a Chuck holiday, and then I would have told you Daytona 500.
Well, it's an American tradition, and that's what I
Of
was
course
going
it
for,
is.
yes.
It's a rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
The Daytona 500 means that spring is right around the corner, and racing season starts, and it's time to get going.
Okay.
Boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys. Sorry, DW.
Yeah. All right. So while I was checking out today in history, I was looking specifically for Daytona 500 facts.
Okay.
And I actually found a couple.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
All right. Did you know that the Daytona 500 is 500 miles long?
Yes, I did. Did you know that in 2013, Danica Patrick was the first woman to win the pole at the Daytona 500 and also any Sprint Cup race?
Yes,
You did know that?
I did.
I did not. I did. And I had to go and check because I said, well, maybe she was, because they said any Sprint Cup, but there was Winston Cup before there was Sprint Cup.
That's correct.
So I had to go check. Did they mean just Sprint Cup? Like maybe some other woman did the pole in Winston Cup. But no, she was actually the first one in
This series.
this type of series with this car.
Level of series.
Yes, this level of competition. She's the first woman to ever get the pole. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know who won the Daytona 500 on this day, this actual day, February 17th, 1980?
Tim Richmond,
No. Want to try again? Or should I just tell you?
1980.
Yes.
Darrell Walter.
No.
All right, third one. Cale Yarborough.
No.
Richard Petty.
No. Should I just tell you?
Yeah.
Buddy
AJ
Baker.
Buddy Baker.
That's right, Buddy Baker.
Buddy Baker. Awesome.
In
Look at Buddy
1980.
Baker there. Nice.
So young.
He is. The 28 car. Awesome.
All right, I got one more this day in history kind of a thing. But this one has nothing to do with racing. This is just February.
Okay.
McIntosh, South Dakota, actually set a state record on this day in 1936 for the coldest February 17th in history.
Wow.
Negative
Oh, my
58
Lord.
degrees.
I think we just missed that by a couple degrees yesterday, didn't we, this past weekend? Didn't
How
we,
do you even survive in negative 58 degrees?
Look, they almost needed another thermometer. They almost just pinned that
Spun it
needle.
around the other way.
Pin that needle. I never saw one that went to negative 60.
No.
Oh, God, thank God. Oh, wow.
Yeah, yet another reason not to move to South Dakota. Whoa.
Right?
Oh, man, no.
Frozen apples right over there. Macintosh.
Well, on that note, I need to get some hot chocolate. I'm cold just thinking about that last story. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we got a great mix of stupid news, a new way to stop crime, the next internet scam, and so much more you won't want to miss. So stay tuned. You're watching The Weekly Show only at Inravio.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Less Jake, and if Inravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Welcome back. So, what insanity have you found for us today, Bonarita?
Well, we're going to start the show today with my favorite, of course, stupid news. Well, we've all been there. You go to the hairdresser and your new cut doesn't come out quite how you envisioned. You know.
Yeah, I had a lot more hair when I went there.
But a 29-year-old San Diego woman took things a bit farther than most would. 3 hours after her haircut, Adrienne Blanche Swain returned to the 619 barber shop with a gun. Luckily, even though the gun had bullets in it, it malfunctioned. Swain allegedly attempted to pull the trigger 3 times, but the weapon jammed. Eventually, the barber and one other person managed to get her on the ground and take the gun away from her. She was arrested and faces attempted murder charges. The barber says Swain destroyed her own hair, noting that she returned with a bald spot on one side that was apparently of her own doing, and then she came in and said, "Look what you did to my hair." Oddly, she had originally tipped $20 on the $24 haircut. That is a huge tip. That is like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but my God, what is wrong with that person? I mean, why would they do something like that? Why would you screw up your own hair just to shoot somebody? Is that really
Well, even
a
better.
sane person right there?
Even
Throw her
better,
the
it's
key.
a woman. Why was she going to a barber? I would never go to a barber.
Maybe that's just what they call it. But $24 haircut?
That's a barber shop.
That doesn't sound like a woman's haircut.
No, that's a barber shop. A woman does not.
That's what I'm getting out of it. Lock her up and throw away the key.
Something, absolutely.
Her elevator doesn't go all the way to the top.
No.
All right, well, for 6 years, a building supervisor in Spain quietly collected a $41,000 salary from his local government without showing up for work. And he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for him getting an award for his 20 years of loyal service. So 69-year-old Joaquin Garcia was recently fined $30,000 for the extended paid vacation from a water treatment plant, which is maximum penalty government officials could deliver. The local mayor wondered whether he was still working at the plant or not, but since he was still collecting a paycheck, he didn't look any further. Garcia's co-workers thought the plant was being overseen by local authorities because he hadn't seen him in a long time. Garcia retired after the allegations came to light but though he denies any wrongdoing. In the end, a court sided with the government, recently ordering him to pay the 5-digit fine. Garcia has since petitioned to the deputy mayor not to pay the fine and to have the judgment reviewed, the local paper reported. Really?
I'm thinking if you can get away with that, I would take the $30,000 fine. Absolutely no problem.
Oh yeah, take it and run. But what happened was they showed up to give him an award at his office, and he's like, I never saw the guy before.
Well, I mean, he hadn't been there in 6 years. But I'm $41,000 a year for 6 years. That's
A lot of money.
$240,000.
Compared to $30,000, pay the $30,000
Be done with it.
And move
I'll
on.
take it.
and hope the taxpayers don't find out what your name. Oh, we know what his name is, and accidentally burn your house down or something for stealing their money. Because really, I'm a little upset.
Well, it was Spain, so they didn't steal your money. Because it was a water treatment plant in Spain,
Okay.
so it's okay. All right, so the city of Boston is trying to rid the streets of unsightly cigarette butts. What they're doing with them is they're placing special receptacles in high traffic areas that will allow smokers to vote on a simple question. The butt receptacles with 2 disposal holes each will be placed in 7 areas of the city. Each is decorated with a question that has 2 possible answers. For example, one butt receptacle asks, which superpower would you want? Smokers can deposit their butts in an opening for flight or invisibility. The receptacles, which are costing the city about $3,000, are part of the Neat Streets program. They will be installed later this month, and residents are encouraged to tweet their own suggestions for questions at #NeatStreetsBOS. I'm not sure whether we should talk about the butt receptacles.
$3,000
Oh, the $3,000.
for a cigarette ashtray.
I'm hoping that it's $3,000 for all of them, that it's not $3,000 per.
And then some bonehead's got to get in a truck, drive down there, and zap screw this thing somewhere. Come on. at $40 an hour.
Yeah.
Stop for coffee on the way
And
back.
do you have to put the butt out before you put it in? Think about it.
Oh, I'm with you.
You know, if you don't put it out, then you're going to start burning it.
It's going to go on fire. They should $3,000 burning up in flame.
Right.
Again,
Hanging on a pole.
my money, give it back.
Okay, so going to the other part of it, which superpower would you pick?
A superpower to be able to think about people and kill them.
No, your choices, 50-50 shot. You only have two choices, flight or invisibility. Which would you pick?
How fast am I if I fly?
All we know is flight.
I would take the invisibility so I could go down there and I could mess with all the people that are doing this stupid stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Kick them in the butt, trip them.
Yes, I would definitely do invisibility for the same reason.
We're
just so you can
standing
mess
on the
with people.
curb and there's a bus going by, just give them a little tap in the back. Over there.
They just kind of walk up to people and go, think. They don't even know you're there.
Remarkable. Nothing like spending Chuck's money.
Bored Chuck.
Yes, following over an hour of pursuit, a Texas police chase ended in both gunshots to the tire and spike strips. Once the whole ordeal concluded, the man being chased admitted to a few illegal actions on camera before telling the media that he is done with people trying to take his freedom. The chase began as an attempted traffic stop and went through 5 counties, reportedly, reaching speeds of 100 miles an hour. The driver, identified as Jonathan Davis, kept on trucking at 50 miles an hour after popping 2 of his tires on spike strips. When police shot out the last tire, the other one, and Davis crashed his car into a median, he finally stopped. Davis said he doesn't know why cops pulled him over, but believes it was due to him being on his phone. His little iPad changing music, no reports on which device he actually used. In response to the gunshots, Davis told reporters, "Dude, I was trying to get San Antonio. I don't know how bleep out the roads. I was until they shot my car. I didn't know they were going to shoot at me. I was like, damn, they're shooting at me. I ain't even got no gun." As for why he fled from the cops, Davis said he's tired of getting arrested for marijuana, something he always has on him. Davis said the drug charges on his record prevent him from being able to get a job, but did admit that the recent police chase was a thrill, all 90 minutes of it.
He's tired of getting arrested from, you know what, don't have it on you then.
I think the easiest thing to do with these police chases, because they are very bad because they endanger the public. Mm-hmm. So I think the best thing to do is to outfit the police cars, that give chase, with one of those bazookas. So they can pop the sunroof in the police car, pop up there, just shoot the guy. Gone. Right? No more endangerment to the public.
Where's the fun in that? You're gonna let everybody shoot at him a little bit.
No, the idea here is, if depending on how you hit the car and what kind of car it is,
Yeah.
you can actually have a pool back at the station on how high the flames go after the car explodes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
$10 a box type of thing.
Right,
It's a random deal. Put some boxes there, 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet, 100
Kind of like a
feet.
baby pool.
Yeah, you toss $10 down. Hey, the next car chase. I wonder where the flames are going to go. Give me 10. Give me 2 boxes over there. Here's 20.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, they're videotaping it anyway. I'm sure we could size that right up on
Yeah,
the videotape,
probably.
right?
Probably could.
Hit them with that bazooka.
All right, well, moving right along.
That's what I'm thinking. Just a suggestion, putting it out there.
Okay. You've, of course, heard about the Nigerian prince scam and any number of other email scams where you're told that the person sending you the message is in some kind of trouble and needs money and will pay you much more than you supply once they're able to access their bank. Well, there's a new scam in town, and this time it's in outer space. He claims to be the cousin of an astronaut who was stranded on a space station in 1990 when the rest of his crew returned to Earth. He was left behind because his place was taken up by return cargo. His pay has topped $15 million and is held in trust for him if he ever gets home. Supposedly, a return flight would cost $3 million, and he's promising the poor dumb fool who helps him 20% of the $15 million when he gets home. What I don't understand is this guy has been stuck on this space station since 1990, and they've been sending flights up regularly to keep him stocked with food and crap. Why don't you just get on the return flight when they leave?
Better yet, what is he emailing you?
No, his cousin is emailing.
Oh, his cousin is emailing
Yeah,
you, saying that his cousin's stuck up there.
Yes.
And who's he emailing to get the $3 million? Is it Donald Trump?
No.
Or is it the guy who's paying $900 a month in rent and he's about $300 short right now?
Yes. He's sending it to
who's he
to
gonna
all the
email?
grandmas. I don't get it because that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, right
who's
now,
gonna
you
fall for
find a
that?
couple of grandmas that are worth $3 million.
No.
They got a new boy
He gets
toy.
it-
I'm on my way.
No, they with these scams they get this one to give 100 and this one to give 500 and that one to give 3,000, whatever they can get, and then they never pay out to anybody. But I don't understand who's going to fall
So
for
it's
this
a
one.
crowdfunding thing? Is that what it is?
More or less, yes. But it's a scam.
So
In
what
a
are we getting,
crowdfunding thing,
20%?
it's not a scam.
So the 20% gets broken up amongst everybody?
Nobody gets paid. That's the whole point of the scam.
Sounds like a crowdfunding thing to me.
No,
Nobody gets paid. I'm making a film. I need some money.
But
Send
that's-
me $10. I'll say your name in the film.
Exactly, that's not a scam. They say your name in the film. So you
Harry.
get what you paid for.
They say Harry. Here's your
Sure.
$10. Shut the hell.
Absolutely. That's not a scam. You get what you paid for.
There you go.
Uh-huh. It's true. It's true. You ready?
So why don't we take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll check in with our boys at Glory Days.
All right.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
It's always been important to us to have music a part of our lives, part of our children's lives. At Village Music Shop, Bonnie and Chuck have not only made it possible for our kids to learn and understand and read music and enjoy playing a musical instrument, but they've also made it fun.
I really like coming here. I like coming to Village Music because everybody here is nice.
And they've inspired some creativity and imagination and taught them discipline. And along the way, they've gotten some self-confidence, really been like a part of our family.
Thanks for joining us on the weekly show on Inravio TV Network, getting you over the hump.
Yes, absolutely. All right, I know you want to go to Glory Days, but I've got this story I can't wait to tell you
Okay,
about.
let's do it.
So let's do this one first. This is just too weird. You know, we did those story about the guys with the beards doing the Christmas decorations, and we did the guys with the beards that they were painting gold. We did
Right.
the ones with the girls that were putting their hair around their heads to make beards.
Make fake beards, right?
Right, okay, well, this is a new hair story, okay? And this one is girls, okay?
All right.
Apparently, it's finally socially acceptable to look like a mystical unicorn, and it's about time, believe it or not. The newest upcoming hair trend might look like a distorted braid at first, but it's actually a unicorn horn that's here to make your head feel magical. What is wrong with these people? That's what I want to know. Who sends your kid out looking like that? These people are walking around with these big, weird hair horns.
Yeah. And how do you make the hair horn?
I'm not really sure. I didn't bother watching the video on how to make the hair horn.
I can tell you how you make it.
How?
We could probably make a fortune on it right now.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How?
Well, if you really need to make a hair horn,
Yeah.
the easiest thing to do is to get one of those cones that they use for the cotton candy.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that would work.
Start with that and wrap your hair around it. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Rubber band on top, whatever, I don't know. But we could start banging those out at what, $25.95 a piece?
Little paper cones.
Yeah.
Little snow cones, small snow cones.
Basically, well, it's got to be thin, so
Yeah.
they can, and it's adjustable. So you get a long one if you have long hair, and you just cut it where you needed to cut it to make it adjustable.
Sure, why not?
Right? Absolutely.
I mean, I like the trend with the colors, the
With
pinks
the-
and the
the
blues
cone?
and all that. No, I don't like the horn. But I like the trend that's going on right now with all the different colors. I think that's
Yeah?
pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it wouldn't look good on me. I don't look good with light hair. But
Okay.
for
So
those
like a,
who have
like a purple or something.
for those who have blonde hair or can wear blonde hair, and then they put the pinks and the blues and the lavenders and all that in there, they're so cute because it's all different colors all mixed around.
Okay.
It's really, really cute, but I can't pull that off. One, too old. Two, too dark. So, doesn't work for me. But anyway,
Gotcha.
the horn, stupid.
Yeah. I haven't seen anybody with a horn, have you?
No, I haven't seen anybody in person with a horn yet, thank goodness.
We'll work on that tomorrow when the girls come in. We'll give them a horn.
That would be funny.
They've got long hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I've gotten that off my chest. We can go to Glory Days now.
All right.
Let's check it out.
Hello again, everybody. We're Bruce and Disco from the Glory Days Show, and this is your Inravio Sports 2-minute warning.
Many of you may not know who Jay Glazer is, but if you're a sports fan, especially here in New York, you certainly know who Mike Francesa is. Francesa is the king of New York sports talk with the top-rated drive time show on WFAN for about 20 years now. He's been parodied and made fun of for years for his pompous attitude towards his callers, but he's also been chastised for his mistakes, and once he was even caught on camera falling asleep. But through it all, Francesa just never seems to care. Nothing anyone ever says about him seems to matter, but now we may have found out why. Jay Glazer is one of the senior writers for Fox Sports, and he's been an NFL insider for the NFL on Fox since 2004. He wrote sports for the New York Post covering the Giants, and he was even an intern at WFAN in the early 90s. Recently, Glazer was talking about his days at WFAN, and the subject of Mike Francesa came up as it was reported that Francesa had announced he would be leaving the fan after his contract expired at the end of 2017.
Sorry. Glazer spoke about his first real solid assignment for FAN came at the NFL draft in 1991. His job was to take Francesa back and forth to the men's room, kind of like a bathroom escort. Apparently, there's a lot more to the king of sports talk than, well, meets the eye. During his conversation with Deadspin.com, Glazer had this to say about Francesa. "I'm not going to lie," he said. "I copped a couple of peeks. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. He's like, he should be in porn. He really should." Now you know why Francesa doesn't care what anybody says or writes about him. At the end of every day, he just goes home knowing he is really the king of all media. Or maybe, remember that movie, Life of Brian?
Yes.
Biggest.
you can get the lowdown on what's happening in sports and more on the Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. here in the East, only on the Inravio TV network. This has been your Inravio Sports 2-Minute Warning. I'm Paul Discofani, that's Bruce Oler, and you have been warned.
So does that actually work?
Thanks, guys. Mike and the Mad Dog on the FAN there. Hey, Mikey, you falling asleep over there?
So would that actually work?
What's that?
Well, he doesn't care what anybody says about him because he's swinging a big sash weight, so to speak. So,
Well, you know, sash weight does help, but you never know.
but
Maybe,
if nobody else really knows about it, does it really make you feel good then? You know, you're walking around going, yeah, I got what I got. But nobody knows about it.
No,
So
nobody knows what. You never know. Maybe he had a unicorn thing going on there, and he might have had. Maybe he already got the paper cone going. You know, wrap it up, and I don't know.
maybe I'm just thinking that if nobody knows
Talk
that
about
you
peeing
got
in
what
the
you
straight
got.
line. That paper cone will get you where you got to go.
I'm just thinking if nobody knows what you got going on, then how is that going to make you not care when somebody says something nasty? Aren't you then going to go, yeah, but you wouldn't say that if you knew about blam, you know?
Well, I don't know.
No,
No.
you'd be able to just go,
No, not necessarily. You know, you wouldn't in the beginning, but you know, he does very well over there, and you never know. He might be coming to the Inravio TV network to take over for Bruce and Disco. Might be a third leg over there.
oh God.
Get it? Third leg?
Yeah, I
Put
got
up,
it. You're gross. All right, well, this one is right up your alley.
Okay, wow. I saw the image, Big Mac, and I'm thinking, that's where I'm going for dinner. Now, the British wing of the fast food chain McDonald's sold a bottle of its famous secretive Big Mac sauce on eBay for nearly $100,000. The chain, which has kept the recipe of the sauce under wraps for decades, placed a single bottle of Big Mac sauce up for auction on the British version of eBay, and the auction ended with a high bid of 65,900 pounds, which translates to about $95,394. Was it paid? That's what I'd like to know. The listing read, "This is the only bottle of Big Mac sauce that's ever been available to the public in the UK and isn't available for sale anywhere else in the country." The auction, which was only open to eBay users in mainland Britain and Northern Ireland, celebrated the release of the Bacon Clubhouse sandwich and raised funds for Ronald McDonald House charities.
So they raised funds for Ronald McDonald House charities by selling a bottle of Big Mac sauce,
Yes, I think it's a great thing.
which if anybody had even half a brain, they would peel off the label and it would say Thousand Island dressing.
Pretty close.
It's the same crap.
Or all I need to do is call up one of my buddies who owns a McDonald's and go, I need a bottle of stuff. Hook a brother up, so to speak.
Yeah, probably. Apparently they were selling Big Mac sauce in Australia for $3 a bottle. So I don't know why they got so much for it in England.
Three something?
Yes.
Like $3.95?
Yeah, like
$3.
$3.95 kind of thing.
See, there you go.
So I don't know why it was selling for $100,000 in Britain. Just go to
Just
Australia.
because they're selling it doesn't mean you got to be able to reverse engineer it and make it yourself, so. Because you could buy it on a Big Mac, you still can't reverse engineer it.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, here's another one for you. How often do you use $100 bills?
All the time, I make it rain.
Well, apparently most people, it's never. That's what they're saying. And that's probably because you're not a criminal. As Lawrence H. Summers explains at the Washington Post, there's a school of thought that high denomination currency aids crime and even terrorism. In a new paper out of Harvard, senior fellow Peter Sands argues that illicit activities are facilitated when $1 million weighs 2.2 pounds rather than more than 50 pounds, as would be the case if the $20 bill was the high denomination note. Thanks to advances in technology, there is no longer a need for high denomination notes. Summer thinks removing all existing such notes is too big a step, but we should certainly stop printing new ones. A global agreement to stop issuing notes worth more than $50 or $100 would be as significant as anything else the G7 or G20 has done in years. He says, we all want to fight corruption, and taking this step would show that the global financial groupings can stand up against big money and for the interests of ordinary citizens. So basically what you're saying is if you ever have or use a $100 bill, you're a criminal or a terrorist.
Apparently.
I know several criminals and terrorists then.
Oh, yeah, we know a bunch.
A lot. That's frightening or ridiculous, one or the other.
Well, we handle several $100 bills every day.
I know. Crazy. People are stupid.
Yes, there's no shortage of stupid, and that's why it's called Stupid News.
That's right.
So why don't we take another quick breather, and we'll check in with Rick Eberly for what's happening this week and next week.
Let's go.
Right now.
Right now.
Good afternoon once again, all my streamers and dreamers out there. It's your favorite person in the universe, Rick Eberly, back to give you the heads up on this week's coolest, funnest, dopest, ricked up events. Oh, and there is some events faux show. All right, that's the last time I talk like that, promise. First up, cancel your plans tonight because you'll be spending yours now taking a trip down memory lane. Aaron Carter will be performing live tonight at Revolution Bar Music Hall, reuniting you with all those boy band candy pop songs you know and loved. Loved! Anyway, he'll be bringing with him Robbie Rosen, the Como Brothers Band, Sarah Barrio, and Morel Brown, so there'll be plenty of new music to hear as well. Tickets are just $20, and the show is, of course, 16 and up. Duh! Next up, are your weekends lacking sexiness? I wish I could sympathize. But for those of you not like me, and I have a perfect way to add a little more that's right, to your weekend. This Saturday, my man Fabulous will be live at the Emporium in Patchogue, making every girl in the building, and probably a few of the fellas, weak in the knees. He'll also be performing alongside DJ Funk Flex, ensuring maximum funkiness. Tickets are $27 in advance, and there is a super strict dress code at the Emporium. So guys, leave the sweats at home for more reason than one. But maybe Fabulous isn't your thing. Then instead spend your Saturday at Webster Hall in New York City and help alt-rock superstars Matchbox Romance celebrate their 10-year anniversary. They'll be performing in the Marlin Room alongside Pop-Up, Incomers, Reckless Serenade. Tickets are just $18 and the show is 16 and up. Once again, that about wraps it up for me. But be sure you're following Inravio on Twitter, liking our posts at facebook.com/InRavioWeekly, and checking out our other awesome live shows at Inravio.com. And be sure you're hanging with me over at RickEberly.com, at Rick Eberly on social media, and I'll see you later, Internet.
Thanks, Rick.
And you're right. No sweats at concerts. Sorry, go ahead.
No sweats at concerts?
No. Guys, don't wear sweats. Don't do it.
Well, we have time for a couple more stories before we go to break?
Yeah, I think we do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe one more. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, yes, this is a good one. Are you still upset you didn't get a hoverboard for Christmas?
No.
Well, anybody out there in the internet land, if so, maybe this will change your mind. The Nashville Fire Department says 2 fires in the last 3 months were caused by hoverboards. One of the fires destroyed a $1 million home early last month. According to a statement from the fire department, 2 teens living in the home hid upstairs after hearing noises from downstairs. The noise wasn't a burglar, but their hoverboard, exploding into flames. A 16-year-old girl had to jump out the second-floor window into her father's arms due to smoke, and a 14-year-old boy was helped down by the dad with the use of a ladder. Both teens suffered minor injuries, and the 4,000-square-foot home was destroyed. So don't get a hoverboard because your 4,000-square-foot, $1 million home is worth way more than the $400 that it costs for the stupid hoverboard.
Your kids want a hoverboard, you buy the hoverboard, beat them over the head with it, and throw the hoverboard away. That's the way I feel it.
Besides, it's not really a hoverboard.
It's not.
You know, hoverboard means you're hovering.
Not wheeling with 2 wheels.
No, that's a Segway without a handle.
That's how you crack your ass the other way.
All right. Well, on that note, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more stupid news, including some campaign commercials and a new game of Fact or Fiction, so stay tuned.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com. Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE, your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Welcome back to the weekly show.
Welcome back. So do you have anything specific you want to say, or you just want to get right back into it?
Anything specific I want to say?
No?
No.
Okay, so then
I'm
we'll
good.
get right back into it.
I said what I had to say so far.
Okay. Well, these sundry scenes and dreamy narration mimic Ronald Reagan's legendary ad, Morning Again in America, which I don't remember. But where that president trumpeted the strides the country had made since his election, Republican presidential candidate Senator Marco Rubio of Florida digs into America's supposed decline under President Obama in his latest campaign ad of the same name. It's Morning Again in America. The ad begins with shots of a harbor, busy city street, and serene suburban neighborhood. Today, more men and women are out of work than ever before in our nation's history. Sounds so uplifting. The tone is a much darker one, yes. But Rubio has incorporated another element absent from Reagan's spot, a tribute to America's Liberal Party-run neighbor to the north. As several discerning Canucks have pointed out, the opening shot of Rubio's American Morning is not America at all. It's Canadian. The first few seconds of the ad feature a tugboat moving across a serene harbor at dusk. The skyline in the background, however, is not one that can be found on this side of the border. It belongs instead to Vancouver. Sounds like somebody's pretty stupid.
Sounds like he's the dumbass of the week.
Yeah. Who checks these things? Obviously nobody. That's what I had to say about it. Nobody. Really? Incredible.
Well, there's no shortage of, stupid on the campaign trail.
No.
I got to say, for sure. The campaign for Texas Senator Ted Cruz quickly pulled a TV ad Thursday after just a few hours when they found out that one of the stars of the commercial appeared in softcore porn films. When is that a bad thing? The ad targeted Senator Marco Rubio of Florida and was called Conservatives Anonymous. It featured a therapy group talking about how they were fooled by Rubio. The actress in question tells one of the others in the group, maybe you should vote for more than just a pretty face next time. According to communications director Rick Tyler, the actress responded to an open casting call. She passed her audition and got the job. Unfortunately, she was not vetted by the casting company. Had the campaign known of her full filmography, we obviously would not have let her appear in the ad. The campaign is taking the ad down and will replace it with a different commercial. Well, you could always team her up with, who's the other guy? The other guy who was Wiener?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, we could actually put together a whole, between, you got Wiener, you got Spitzer, right?
Yeah.
And her and, a couple of the other ones, you can really put together a package.
Now, she's a little bit on the older side. Can we have that picture of her back for a second? This is not a woman who's like in her prime. Now, I don't watch porn, hardly ever, and I've never seen this woman. Granted, it was soft core, so it would be even less chance that I would have to have seen her.
Sure.
But she doesn't really. Would she be recognized? Do you think?
I don't know. I don't recognize her. Put her clothes on.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, she didn't look, all porned up in the.
Well, ironically enough, it's one of those things that you never really pick up unless somebody really knows.
Right.
Kind of like the fact that, hey, that tugboat is not in America, that tugboat is in Canada.
Yeah, but that picture you could tell. One, there was no New York skyline there, and two, there was this like Space Needle kind of a thing. So you knew right away this
was... It's a little bit easier, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's obvious that's, people that are in the know picked this up.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, was it another politician that picked up that she was a porn star?
I'm not sure who picked it up. I think it was somebody on his staff, but I'm not really sure.
Sure, somebody was on his staff. Maybe she was on his staff. Bum.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bunch of good ones in here. Huh?
I don't know. Yeah,
no shortage of dumb.
No, definitely not. All right, well, this one you're going to love. Actually, I hate this one because I missed out on it completely. Gas prices in one Toledo, Ohio street dropped to a single penny when a computer glitch spurred a price war between two stations. A clerk at the Pilot Travel Center on Hagman in Toledo told a local TV station the 49-cent price about 2:30 a.m. Sunday was caused by a computer glitch, and the glitch continued to drive prices down to 19 cents by 4 a.m. The Circle K gas station across the street didn't experience a similar glitch. It simply dropped its price to 17 cents per gallon on purpose to compete with Pilot. The glitch-spurred price war went on for about 3 hours, with at least one person bearing a receipt showing a price of just 1 penny per gallon. Prices returned to about $1.51 per gallon by the time the sun was up on Sunday, with the average in the area at $1.54. The incident marked the first time gas prices are known to have dropped to 19 cents per gallon in Toledo since the early 1940s.
Wow.
I could just see, I would be out there with, I don't know, milk jugs, anything. Give me the gas, give me the gas.
Honestly, I think the funny part about the whole thing is the fact that the prices of gas has dropped so low. I don't remember when it was this low before.
Well, I remember it. I can't specifically pick out exactly when, but I definitely remember it.
I remember
it
at like 99 cents at one point.
But could you imagine hitting 19 cents again? Like for real, not because of a computer glitch?
That's a long time coming, 19 cents right there.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely unbelievable.
Well, a New York man tried to pit technology against nature when he noticed a cockroach on his wall and decided to try to kill it with his quadcopter drone. The video posted to YouTube by a user Rotan 67, showed a quadcopter take off from the kitchen floor of a Brooklyn home Friday morning and approach a cockroach on the wall. "This is how we kill cockroaches. We use drone technology," a man's voice says in the video. The drone repeatedly bounces off the wall before making contact with the cockroach, which falls to the ground and scurries for cover. "We saw a cockroach on the wall and decided to use a quadcopter to get rid of it. Apparently the roach was not scared, but it did eventually hit it and it ran off under a fridge, so we will be practicing my quadcopter piloting skills for the next encounter," the uploader wrote. "I'm sure there's plenty of roaches in there for you to practice.
That's frightening, dude. I mean, he wasn't even concerned at all. Like, oh, I got a roach. Wasn't even like, oh my God, that's disgusting. It was.
And then the kids come running from the other room. "No, Daddy, that's Larry." Damn pet roach all the time. Gets you every time.
Yeah,
Come on, Larry, you got to say something.
Oh, man, that's just
Well, it's
vile.
time for another quick break. Stay where you are, because when we come back, we've got a new game of fact or fiction and lots more on The Weekly Show.
See you in a minute.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
It's always been important to us to have music a part of our lives, part of our children's lives. At Village Music Shop, Bonnie and Chuck have not only made it possible for our kids to learn and understand and read music and enjoy playing a musical instrument, but they've also made it fun.
I really like coming here. I like coming to Village Music because everybody here is nice.
And they've inspired some creativity and imagination and taught them discipline. And along the way, they've gotten some self-confidence, really been like a part of our family.
Welcome back. So do you know what time it is?
It's time for one of our favorite parts of the show with our favorite game.
It's fact or fiction. All right, so grasping for any way to halt the Democratic candidate's momentum, a coalition of wealthy donors reportedly pumped millions of dollars into Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign this week in a last-ditch effort to destroy his credibility. Fact or fiction?
Let's see. I'm going to say fiction.
It is fiction.
I think they pumped him full of formaldehyde because he's pretty much dead, isn't he?
Oh my God.
And then had keeping him alive? What are they doing over there?
You know, I'm not paying attention to this. I can't. And I used to not pay attention.
I really don't, but you know, he sounds so much like Larry David. So every time I hear him talk, he's like Larry David. You know Larry David,
No.
right? The Seinfeld guy. the guy who wrote Seinfeld. He's got his own show. He sounds like Larry David. That's what he sounds like.
Okay.
I cannot listen to the man.
When I was younger, I couldn't pay attention to politics because it was just boring. Now I can't pay attention to politics because
it's still boring.
It's still boring, but now it's just, they're all lying. They're all full of baloney.
They're
I
not
just
on
can't.
point. They're not talking about what we need to talk about
Right.
in order to get
They're
this
not
thing
talking
done.
about anything important.
It's all sound bites. It's all junk.
Yeah, exactly. It's all a bunch of lies. All right, story number 2.
Lion sack of roaches.
Responding with lightning quick reflexes to her dinner guest proposal, area mother Linda McGregor reportedly grabbed a 10-inch chef's knife Thursday night and held it up to the throat of family friend Diane Wallace following her offer to help with the dishes.
I'm going to say somebody snapped. Fact.
Oh, thank heavens it's fiction.
Bummer. That would have been a great
Can
story.
I help with the dishes?
I just got a new dishwasher. Get away from them.
Oh, my Lord. All right, story number 3. It was discovered this week that some grated and shredded cheese products released by select manufacturers contain wood among other non-cheese ingredients. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
It is indeed fact. I had actually seen that story. Acting on a tip, agents of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration paid a surprise visit to a cheese factory in rural Pennsylvania on a cold November day in 2012. They found what they were looking for, evidence that Castle Cheese Inc. was doctoring its 100% real Parmesan with cut-rate substitutes and such fillers as wood pulp and distributing it to some of the country's biggest grocery chains. What I want to know is why have we only just now finding out about it?
4 years later.
4 years later, exactly. Have we been eating
Wood
pulp for the past 4 years?
You'd be surprised what you're eating.
Yeah, actually, I probably would. I'd like to say I wouldn't, but I think I probably would.
Well, it looks like we've completed another show, and it looks like we're out of time once again. But thank you so much, as always, to all our amazing viewers. We'll be back with an all-new live weekly show next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only at Inravio.com/live. Until then, be sure you're visiting Inravio.com and checking out all our other live shows, following Inravio on Twitter, and liking our posts at Facebook.com/Inravio Weekly. We'll see you all next time.
See you later. Bye.
Be good.